So today I had one of the most enlightening meetings that I've had in a long time with the Miss Tina Chery of the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute in Dorchester. And when we walked into this particular room that we're in, she showed me everything that talks about healing in this room, what it means to folks when they walk into this room, the things that they can do in this room. But the thing that stood out for me as a domestic violence survivor was the setup play of the courtroom process. And why it stood out for me as a domestic violence survivor is because when I escaped and I finally decided to file for a restraining order, I had zero clue what to expect when I walked into the courtroom. And so for a survivor that is going through the healing process of that trauma and not understanding what's going to happen when they walk into the court, this gives folks an idea. And I was so blessed by this that I said I had to do a quick video to show what this setup looks like. And so there's the stenographer, there's the bailiff, there's the judge, there's the court officers, the jury, the court audience, the layout of the standing before the judge. And it just gives folks a sense of what a courtroom looks like. And that to me was so big. And so for someone to be able to come in and set this up, Tina, this is like mind-blowing. Beyond the fact that you deal with so many survivors of trauma, and the healing portion of what that looks like after the fact, right? So when someone passes on from gun violence, from domestic violence, from any type of violence, there's the after, right? How do people after the fact deal with life? And that's what the Peace Institute is about, is giving you a sense of peace. So I just want to formally thank you for the work that you do. And guys, if you know anyone that is dealing with the after effects of violence or someone being taken away from them, please look up the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute. I kid you not, you will not be disappointed. There is healing and hope here for folks. Do you want to say anything, Tina?
Well, thank you so much. I've watched you over the years, and I'm glad we found our way towards each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, so healing is central to everything that we do, and as people of color, and also, as I'm gonna say, non-African American again, culturally is coming to this country in itself is traumatizing.
It's traumatizing. Yeah.
And so for us, as healing is central to everything that we do.
Yeah.
And the peace play is one of those modalities that you don't know what to say and you can tell a story. But this court process is really, we're working to really set up a court preparation workbook. Mm-hmm. So that way as survivors, we can become willing participants in the court process.
In the process,
that we are learning as we go, and not for someone to tell us
what it is.
What it is there. And the first thing for some of us, that's the first time we're seeing the inside of the courtroom.
Yeah.
I mean, we watch CSI, we watch Law and Order, and it's not the same.
It's not the same. And when you walk in, it is completely daunting. And so again, this stood out for me. But I just want to show very quickly what some of the other healing aspects are of the Peace Institute. I mean, this is phenomenal. It is kinetic sand with regular sand that folks can come and play in and sort of make their worlds, right? And make it to, make your story, as Tina so poignantly says, make it play out and manifest in what you want it to be. And you make them from these characters that are on the walls, all types of figurines from all types of specific areas of life. You have animals, you have sports, you have, people, all types of different people. And so anything that is inside of you can come out in this kinetic, in the sand play. Animals, wildlife, just look at all of this. It's like amazing. And so I'm just really, really excited that, again, we got to connect and I got to come and see
And I am going to give you your own Peace Plate kit.
Oh!
So that you can then continue to tell the story, so you can select from white sand.
Yes.
And this is what we have now for orange sand. So this is your kit.
Oh.
These are the elements. This is the orange sand that's in there.
Yeah.
And you tell me which color you want.
This is the one. That
This
your
is
hand
the one.
put on it.
All
That
right.
one. That's the
so
one.
This is your kit.
Thank you.
And you have your workbook, and then you can just see what comes up.
Yeah.
What comes up for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, because there's stuff inside all of us, okay? I don't care. And don't look at this and think that it's kids play. This is serious stuff, right? When you start and you have some time with yourself to be able to sit down and have stuff manifest outside of you, there are many of us that have gone through different types of trauma. You may not have lost someone to domestic violence, or to gang violence, but there's stuff inside of us that needs to come out. So this is just a welcoming, open space that is waiting for you anytime you're ready. Please look them up again, the Louis D. Bound Peace Institute. Tina, I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
And I
Thank
appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for this.
Absolutely.